Hello everyone, this is Lisa with Grace and Old Paper. I come to you today with a little flip through of this Christmas journal I have made for my youngest daughter. I made this because I made her one last year and gifted it to her well before December because I had seen the idea on other junk journalers' YouTube pages of making a journal for the 25 days of Christmas. And since she likes to journal, I gave it to her thinking that hopefully, she would use it and enjoy it. Because last year was their first year as a family of 4. She had had another little baby boy last year. So I thought maybe she'd enjoy it. And boy, did she ever. She took that idea and ran with it and made it into a work of art. But the best thing is, it is full of so many memories. She made sure to find some bit of joy in every day that she could journal about. And she said it really made her stop and pay attention to, what great thing happened today. And I just think that's a lovely philosophy. I totally forgot last year to film a flip through, and I hate that I did not because I loved that journal. But I do have some pictures, so we'll share with you here. Hopefully we can get it to show up okay. This was the journal I made for her. It was a hardcover. The thing I didn't realize is that how much thickness would add to it when she filled it up with all she wanted to put in it. So we realized that this year I need to do a much thicker spine, bigger spine, because this one is quite gator mouthed. Once she finished, but she still loves it. It's just, like I said, it's full of happiness and joy. So the edges are like full of lace, and let me show you what you can do with some of this stuff, because I put a variety of pages in there, just all kinds of different pages. And what you have to do is you just have to ignore the background, really. Gosh, I hope this is turning out okay. Ignore the background. And just put your own stuff on there. I did blur out and put little stickers on the faces and the names so that her privacy is protected here. But you just put what you want on there and ignore the background, and it makes it look so cool. Like she put there's stickers and little bits of ephemera, and she printed out pictures and little bits of paper that she journaled on. Just fantastic. It's a little closer up there. Make sure my reflections are okay here. Gosh, difficult. This page, that was a thing I fussy cut off of a gift bag. And I was like, well, I don't know what she can do with it, but she'll figure something out. She did. She wrote on there all of the Christmas movies they watched last December. And then she took her markers and she embellished. She just kind of scribbled around all of the stuff that was on there, and it just makes it look really cool. Like I said, you just put what you want everywhere. This right here was part of the children's book page, and she just outlined it with marker and put a little funny blurb up there, and it just made it part of the page, and it looked really great. Oh, there's a closer up view. So she has that and stickers and stuff. Really, really cute. Really cute. So, you can do as much or as little with these if you want to. If you have nothing but photos every day, that's great too, Just really, really, really good stuff. And like I said, the memories it makes. This was a recipe she loves. Christmas crack. So yeah, so much fun in these. And like I said, she has requested one for every year now. So this one I made out of a Cheeses box and covered it. There's a little bit of light padding underneath it, and then this fabric. I could not find fabric that I wanted to use this year. She wanted to have a theme this year. Last year's was just a mixture of stuff I had. She wanted to do a theme this year, and she had got to looking at scrapbook papers online, and she found this one, and I just knocked my lamp over. Hopefully it's okay. She had found this one, and this is Candy Cane Lane by Prima Marketing, and she fell in love with it. And she loved the kind of retro feel to it, the pinks and the blues. Loved every bit of it. And so we wanted to kind of go along with this theme. This is a really pretty paperback. I have to tell you, this one is more ephemera than it is papers to use, I guess. Because to me, that's an ephemera page. That's just full of journal cards to me. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So a lot of pretty stuff. She also bought the additional ephemera pack you could get with it. So there's a bit of that in there as well. She loves all the retro stuff, like the retro ornaments and things like that. Things from that, probably the 40s to the early 60s. So I couldn't find any fabric to match all of this that I was happy with. It just, you know, most Christmas fabric is in the traditional reds and greens and whites and, you know, some blue, but it's more like snowy stuff. So I found this fabric at Joann's one day when I was there looking for fabric. And I thought, well, since I couldn't find anything, let me pull out my rusty embroidery skills, which are very small, and see what I could do. I started out trying to do snowflakes because I figured I could do snowflakes. They're pretty simple. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with it. No matter what I did, I was not happy with that journal cover. So I started over. And I found an image online because I looked up retro ornaments. Excuse me. And I found an image, a drawn image of this. And I thought, well, let me see what I can do. There was a lot of trial and tribulation with this cover, I'm not going to lie. First time I traced the image, I traced it on upside down and backwards, and about drove myself crazy with it. I wanted to use some of this metallic embroidery thread. It doesn't like being embroidered with. It just doesn't. There's some embroidery, some metallic gold thread in the pine needles. It doesn't like being embroidered with. Lots of tangles. Lots of time spent on this, but you know what? She's worth it. It's okay. I did this with love from my daughter. Lots of seed beads in here just to give it some interest. So I love how it turned out. I about drove myself crazy with it. Will I ever do it again for anybody else? No. But that's okay. I did it for her. Used some white wax linen thread to sew in the signatures. Lots of pretty laces, or just some pretty laces, not lots, but lots of the pinks and whites, little interesting things sticking out. So yeah, like I said, it's a Cheez-Its box. Works pretty good. But I wanted it to be able to have a little give and bend in case she overfilled it. And that way it would not be so gator mouthed, you know. And there is a lot of room left. You can see I can still squish it all the way closed. All the papers in here are either from the paper pack she bought, or a Christmas paper pack I found at Hobby Lobby one day, or some individual papers I bought from Hobby Lobby. I think that's all of the scrapbook papers that are in here. So this is the inside, this front cover. This is from her paper pack. So is this. Pretty little image. Originally it had just the polka dot paper. But when I went to weigh it down to make sure it adhered well, I didn't realize I used an old dictionary I had. Forgot to put my plastic in between it, and the leather on the dictionary wore off on the paper. Couldn't get it off no matter what. So luckily this paperback had this image, and I really like this better anyway. This was a printable I purchased off of Etsy. It was gold frames, all kinds of different gold frames. I loved it. Put a little photo album plastic in there and make it like a little picture on the wall. That's just that tag is from her paper pack as well. A little bit of eyelet lace there. This I think came from an old Reader's Digest I had. Love this little vintage little angels. This was from a scrap paper pack I found at a thrift store one day. I just thought it was cute with the Christmas lights. Excuse me. This was typewriter paper I found at the thrift store, and it was white, and I tea-dyed it because I like it better that way. And I printed on the back a let's see if I can find the other side of it. It was something I had, I think it was in my recipe collection. Don't even know how I got it, but it's about the Christmas stocking. I really thought it was cool. This is just some note paper from a journal book I had. Put some washi tape on it. Children's book. This was, I think, The Littlest Elf. Really cute. But I was trying to tie in all the pinks and stuff too. From my recipe collection, very vintage. Free thing you used to get at grocery stores or whatever. We loved this image on this page with the little boy with the teddy bear, because her little boys have their little stuffed animals that they just love. I did have to kind of Frankenstein piece together some of the pages here because they weren't wide enough. But I love how it looks. It ended up really pretty, especially on this side. Love this. This is from the paper pack I purchased, and this is an individual sheet. And since I had to piece it, I put some washi there that I thought was really pretty. Another children's book. It was a teddy bear book, but it's really, really cute. She loves the teddy bear book stuff that I had. This was from an old Sanka coffee. I don't know if they even still make Sanka coffee. I don't drink coffee, really, so I have no idea. But it was like a booklet that you got for free at Christmas. I just really thought it was cool, especially since she loves her coffee. This is from a children's We Sing Christmas booklet I had. Just a little piece of ephemera to put on there. Pretty little ornament. I'm trying to think that came from her paper pack, ephemera pack as well, I think. It's a pretty Christmas card. She does love the Christmas villages. I tried really hard to run with this theme. Admittedly, this is not retro, but it's something she loves, so this whole thing is tailored to her. I left the back alone because I know she is going to fill this out and cover it up and turn it into something wonderful, so I didn't bother with covering that up. This came from a very old magazine I had. It's from the 60s or 70s, 60s I think. Maybe even the 50s. But anyway, it was from some kind of ad for something, and I can't remember what it was, but I just loved it. Thought it was really cute. And I just put that on there with paper clip with a little bit of ribbon. Part of that Sanka ad again. The teddy bears. Isn't that sweet? Really cute. This was from that paper pack I had got from the thrift store that had this in it. It also had this, and she loves her coziness and fireplace and all the nice little wintry things. This came from a children's book that was about Christmas songs. It didn't actually have Christmas music notes in it. It just had the lyrics to the songs. But I love this image. And I just put a little Christmas paper on the back. This again is my the purchase I got off of Etsy for the frames, and this was from her ephemera pack, as well as this. I just thought it looked like a wall with pictures on it, and I love it. This piece was an individual sheet of paper like these were that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it had different journal cards and things on it of different sizes, and I just really like that. This gold trim looks like tinsel to me. I love it. I had gotten a pack of all kinds of different sewing trims from the thrift store one day, and that was included in it. This was wrapping paper that I stuck on the back of here. She loves this wrapping paper. So I thought it looked really pretty on there. This is another piece of this that I had this something from a newspaper. It was a printable from the newspaper from 1979. St. Nicholas. Part of a children's book. I put some of this in hers last year. The picture I showed you that had the little rabbit, that was from this book. We love the artwork in it. Just really sweet and pretty. This was from the teddy bear book. Again, We Sing. I found this card, and I bought a pack of cards and stuff from the thrift store one day, and this was in it. And I just thought it was really sweet. The inside somebody had already written in, so I just covered it up with this. I love this Norman Rockwell print. It's really, really, really cute. I love it's like he's announcing his presence. And then this is a ephemera pack printable I got off of Etsy. It was all journal cards, I think it was. Just all journal cards. But I love the retro look of that. Just so sweet. This came from her paper pack. Really cute, isn't it? And I just put a little trim on there that I found at Walmart. This was in my recipe collection. I just have tons of, I inherited a box full of recipes and stuff cut out of magazines and all kinds of stuff from my mother-in-law. And then I also got a bunch from a yard sale one time. So this was in there, and it was this pink color. And I just adhered it with washi tape to make an extra little flip out. If she doesn't like it, doesn't want to use it, she can just take that off. Not a problem. This was part of that journal card ephemera pack I got off of Etsy. This came out of my recipe collection. She loves gingerbread men, so I thought this was quite appropriate. Matter of fact, that may be next year's book, maybe gingerbread men related. Again, I pieced together this page. This trim, I just love this trim. It's very soft. It's like tulle, but it's super soft. Came from Walmart. The back is a paper napkin. I think I got it in Happy Mail one day. All these retro ornaments on there. Just love it. This came from a cross stitch magazine I had. It was one of those things where you could mail it in. Love it. This came from, I think it's a Korean, children's Christmas book. I just thought it was really cute. This came from her paper pack. This from my Etsy printable, and I just put this little Christmas bell thing in there. I have an envelope adhered to the back, and I just left it, didn't glue it all the way down so that it makes a tuck right here. And this came from her paper pack, and this bow came from, it was the ephemera pack that came with it, and I just stuck it on the top just so it would stick out up and add a little interest at the top. This came from her ephemera pack too that she purchased. This was from my Etsy printable that I purchased. I loved that Santa. He just looks so jolly. This is quite old. This came from a calendar I had, and I don't know why I kept it. I really don't. I think I was trying to remember some dates in it or something, but every month had teddy bears dressed up for that month. And this was in there, and I fussy cut it out. He's just cute. This again, I had to add on to the page, so I turned it into a pocket. I folded it over and turned it into a pocket. This is a page from Ideals magazine. Love those Ideals magazines. So much good in them. And she loves candles, so I thought that was quite appropriate. Again, my Etsy printable I purchased. This, and I turned it into a pocket, and this came from her paper pack. It just slips right in there, kind of. It says Jolly. This was a Christmas themed cross-stitch booklet I had. This was from my paper pack I purchased. I think this was from this was another Ideals magazine. Another children's book. We just thought he was adorable. On the back of this paper, the other side of this paper, they, the page I told you that this came from, it had all the different tags and things on it. This came from there, and it fit almost perfectly on here, and I thought that was meant to be. And I turned it into a pocket. This tag is something that my daughter has designed herself. She will be opening up her own Etsy shop before long. She's trying to get several collections ready to go. I just loved it, so I turned it into a tag. I mean, it was a tag, but I made it a tag that goes in here. This came from her paper pack. This also came from her design. She's also including some paper washi tape. This came from a pack I got from Hobby Lobby, and there were just little, there was red ones and white ones in there, and I just loved it with the little gold beads. This came from my recipe collection. Excuse me. I have a really dry throat and I ran out of drink. So I just thought that was really cute in there. I have a spare bead from somewhere. I just put a little washi tape up here for embellishment. This came from that packet of trim I got from the thrift store. I thought it was really pretty. I loved this look. This made my soul happy for some reason. All the different layers and stuff. I thought it was really, really, really pretty. Ended up really good. This came from that page again of different labels that I got from Hobby Lobby. So did this. This tag came from her paper pack. It's really cute. Again, her paper pack. This was from, I think, an Ideals magazine. Loved this whole border. So pretty. Just Christmas music. This is the best children's artwork I think I've ever seen. Can you just see the joy? Look at all the joy and happiness. So, so cute. So cute. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's my favorite. I wish I had the book here. I could tell you who the illustrator was, because that illustrator is awesome. This I cut out of I think it was a Christmas recipe book I had or something. That I just love the design, the stockings and stuff. Really cute. And then this was a treat bag I had in my collection of just stuff. I did cut it off and sewed it and made it into a pocket. This was paper from my paper pack. I think I had this from last year. I think this paper I already had. So I just made it into a large tag for her to stick in there. And then this card I stuck on the back. I just love this card. I think it's beautiful. And the colors were appropriate. So somebody had written on the inside. So I had this image. Matter of fact, this was one of the inspiration things when she was here last time. We were looking through my old magazines and stuff, and she saw it was a page full of different doorways and stuff, and she loved it, so I thought I'd include it in here. She can, if she wants to, she can keep it and use it like this, or she can always glue it here and here and make it into a pocket if she wants to, you know, keep extra photos or whatever. So that'll be her choice. I know she will turn it into something fabulous. So I will be making a spine dangle to go on here. But since I'm going to see her in a couple of days, she lives 5 hours away from me. I am going to go visit her in a couple of days, and I'm taking this to her. And she has expressed interest in wanting to help me pick out and make the spine dangle. So we will be working on that together. So I will also, when I come back, I'm going to try to make some more of these to put in my Etsy shop in case there's anybody else that wants to journal about their 25 days of Christmas, because I think it's a fabulous idea. Absolutely fabulous. So hopefully I will get those up and running soon. So watch out for that. Anyway, may God bless you and keep you safe.